Honestly, I've only been on the road for about 45 minutes, and I'm in pain. So this might be a very long drive. I've only been on the road for 45 minutes, and we're going to be on the road today for a total of 7 hours. I am picking up a dog, rescue dog, a golden retriever, who needs surgery in both of her eyes, most likely. I just can't believe this is happening. I didn't sleep last night. I'm sick. I have diverticulitis. I'm getting over a cold, but this is such an amazing and humbling experience, and I'm happy to be driving to go get her. I'm grateful that in less than 3 hours, her life is going to be turned upside down, and she is going to know what love and care feels like. So it's just been an incredible journey so far. From about 24 hours ago, seeing a dog posted on Craigslist in kind of a bad situation, to talking to this lady and realizing that it's a flipper, to opening a GoFundMe so people could help, to raising the money, and now I'm less than 24 hours, I'm on the road to go pick her up. It's just really a humbling experience for me, and just evidence of how incredible people are, and how people will come along to help an animal in need. It's just such a testament to that. So here I am on the road. I'm in Wisconsin right now. The dog is in Wisconsin. She's it's going to be a 7-hour trip. And diverticulitis, for me, it affects me oftentimes in my lower back, which is where it's currently affecting me. I am on the medicine, but I'm still sick, and my back hurts, and being in a car for long periods of time is not great. So this is going to be interesting. We may have to take several breaks on the way back. Right now I'm so focused and driven on getting her that I am not going to break. I'm going to drive through the full, unless I have to go to the bathroom, I'm driving the full 3 hours and 20 minutes to get her, and I'm not stopping. But on the way back, I'm going to have to, because I know we're going to have to take a lot of breaks, even if she doesn't need them, because I will, because my back is going to be most likely in severe pain. But I'll need to take some drugs here, probably some Tylenol or Advil or something, but this is nothing. Like, I'm thinking about this poor dog on the way up here and what she's been through in her life, and I can't even imagine. She can't speak to me to tell me what's happened to her, and I'm getting limited information from the current people that have her, but I can't imagine what she's been through in her life, and the fact that in less than 3 hours that trauma will be over for her and she will be with me is humbling. So if you're just jumping on, hello, so glad you're getting her. Me too. She's beautiful. I love golden retrievers. Golden retrievers steal a special place in my heart, because our first dog, my first real dog, was a golden retriever, and she passed away this year at 10 years old. And then we had another English cream golden who was a senior this year and also passed away. So I've lost 2 goldens the past year, and golden retrievers are so close to my heart, and I think that's why it affects me so much. When one has been abused or neglected, it pulls on my heartstrings, because they're such loving dogs. They're so forgiving. They're so kind. All they want to do, I call them Velcro dogs. Golden retrievers are Velcro dogs. All they want to do is be with you. All they want to do is be loved by you. All they want to do is be cared about. Like, that is just their goal in everything they do. They want to be a part of the family. And it sounds like this poor dog has been flipped around, and no one has given her the care that she needs so that she can have vision in both of her eyes. it's just so sad that no one has done that for her. And we're going to change that. We're going to change that. I have a vet appointment set up for the soonest they can get me in, which is the 11th. And then after that, they're going to assess the situation and how dire the need is and how urgent it is. And then they'll schedule her surgery. So right now, I'm trying to not look too far out because that's exhausting to me. I'm trying to look at, like, right now, I need to get her. I need to physically have her with me. I didn't sleep last night. I was so worried about raising the funds to get her surgery done, and so worried about, like, the fact that she's still there and I don't have her yet. So right now, my biggest priority is just getting there and getting her out of the situation she's currently in. And after I get her here in my car with me, I'll probably just sit with her and cry for a while because it's absolutely going to be overwhelming that I actually have her physically with me. That's how I feel about my horses. Whenever I rescue a horse, as soon as I get the horse out of the kill pen, it's like this huge weight is like gone, and I feel like I can breathe again. Until I get the horse out of the kill pen, I'm holding my breath. That's how I feel with this dog. Until she's in my vehicle with me, I'm feeling a little emotionally unstable. Because she's not with me yet. I don't physically have her. I don't have her with me yet. But when she's here, then we can assess how she is. I can assess, like, what are the next steps forward with her. What do I need to do for her? What does she need from me? What kind of atmosphere do I need to provide for her? What kind of things make her feel safe? Because if she's been, and she has been abused and in abusive situations, there are certain things that may or may not make her feel safe. And so I will be having to assess all of that with her. And thankfully, I only have, I have 4 children, and they all love dogs, but they're going to learn with her. They're going to learn along with me that we have to be careful with her, and we have to learn what it is she's anxious about and how to work with her. And we don't know her past, so everything is going to be a bit of an adventure. But if she's like any golden retriever I have ever met in my entire life, she will be amazing. She will learn with us. She'll have patience with us. They're so kind. They're such a kind dog. And we're ready to give her that chance and to work with her. But it is a process, and it's not like just bringing home a new puppy or, getting a dog from someone who or like, it's not the same thing. When there's been abuse, and when that the dog has trauma, and when they have, like, she has a serious eye condition with both of her eyes, we know that we need to take a step back, and we need to, like, let her lead and tell us, like, what she's going to be comfortable with and what she's not, and how we can help her. And thankfully, actually, my 3 girls will not be home. When we get home, it will just be my son. He's a very calm, very gentle boy, and we will just be able to let her decompress when she gets home and figure out her new surroundings. There's so much for her that's going to be changing so quickly, and I think first and foremost, she's just going to need to feel loved and cared for. Oh, Jeannie's in here. Hi, Mary. Hi, everybody. Okay. So, I can show you guys a little bit of what the scenery looks like. I'm driving in Wisconsin, and this is where the dog is, where I'm gonna get her from. It's a place in Wisconsin. So here we are. I don't know how good the picture is, but I'm on this for 117 miles before I turn off. So it's going to be a jaunt. It's a long drive. It's over 200 miles one way. So Yeah, this is, I'm incredibly anxious, as you guys can probably tell from my voice. I'm very, very anxious. I'm very nervous. I just want to do, and I think I shouldn't be. I probably shouldn't be nervous and anxious because golden retrievers are so forgiving and so understanding, and they're such a kind dog. That's why I love them. I think that I hope that she and I will just connect, and that she'll just know that I'm good, She'll know that I'm safe, that I really, really love her already. I don't know how you can possibly love a dog you've never met, but I simply adore her, and I want to give her a forever home, and I want to help her, and I just hope she can sense my energy and how I feel right off the bat, because I can't imagine what she's going to be going through with all of this. I'm finding it stressful, but I'm a human and I can process things, and I have an understanding. She's a dog. She doesn't know what all is about to happen, and she has so much trauma from her past that everything's gonna be flashing through her mind. She's been flipped how many times? She's gone to new homes or different places. I don't know, but I just know she's gonna be so confused, and so I think the best thing I can do is just be present. I honestly wish, but I know it doesn't work out. I wish I could sit in the back with her. I wish I had someone driving so that I could go and just sit in the back with her all the way home, but it just didn't work out that way, and that's okay. The main thing is to get her, and that's just not going to work out, but I really wish I could just sit in the back with her after I get her. And you know what? I might find a spot and just do that. I might get her, put her in the back, and then find a spot and just park and just be with her, because I want her to know she can trust me before we have to be in the car together for 3 hours home. And I'm also praying and hoping that she does well on car rides, because I know some dogs don't. I did stop at a lady's house that offered to give me some old clothes and old blankets and stuff to lay in the back of my van. So I do have a big box of things in the back of the van to lay down for her so that she'll be comfortable. I also have a big blanket that I'm going to put on the front seat. My dog Holly, she was a golden retriever, and she always rode shotgun, and she rode right here. That was her spot, shotgun, and she loved it. And that she loved car rides, and she loved riding shotgun. She hated riding in the back. So if this dog wants to ride with me in front, that's perfectly fine by me. But I just want her to be comfortable, no matter what we do. Sam sounds like a great dog. I hope she loves car rides too, or this could be a little bit of a long drive. I'm trying to think. I've never really had both my Goldens were really good in the car. I've never had a Golden with a problem with driving. And I have had puppies get car sick, but I haven't had a dog that's been car sick. Where I don't know what's going on. We're kind of we're on the highway, but we're going 50. So someone's slowing traffic. Oh, right here. Sorry, I'm also a very defensive driver, so I'm not looking at my phone much because I'm pretty hyper focused on the road and not crashing, because that wouldn't make for a good live, if you know what I mean. And then I wouldn't get my dog, and I need to get her because she needs to be mine. She just does. I can tell. she spoke to me. You have to understand too, you guys, like I'm like living right now off of, like, I don't even know, no sleep last night. Like, I did not sleep. I was up I don't even think I slept. Like, every 10 minutes I was checking my phone and like looking at pictures of her, and then I started going back and looking at all the pictures of my other golden retriever who looks just like her and comparing, and I just can't believe how similar they look. And yeah, that just brings up a lot of memories. Like, our trip to get Basie was like 5-6 hours. Trip to get Holly was like 5 hours, and this dog, like, I've driven a long way to get dogs. Holly was in a rescue. She was like 4 hours away, and I had called the rescue about a puppy, and they said, well, we don't have that puppy anymore, but we just got a golden retriever in here, and she sounds really nice for your family. And I'm like, okay. And she goes, can you come right now, because there's going to be a lot of people interested. And I said, okay. And so my husband at the time, I said, all right, Todd, there's this golden retriever, and I'm telling him, and he's like, are you kidding me? We're going to get in the car right now and drive. And I'm like, yes, we are. So we drove all the way up there, and we meet this darling, beautiful golden retriever dog. She's 1.5 years old. And by the time we got up there was already a huge waiting list for her, because people heard they had a golden, and there was a huge waiting list. And they were waiting to see if we took her. And we met her, and we just fell in love with her, and we took her home right away. And it was worth the drive. She was an incredible dog that helped me raise all 4 of my kids, and she was my best friend. And so driving a long way to help a dog doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. And I like the story behind it, because I remember that drive to get Holly. I remember when Mike and I picked up Basie. I remember meeting her, and I remember like the home where she lived, and she was like all matted and her fur was all tangled, and she lived outside and previously had lived just in a garage having puppies. And I just remember seeing her, and like she was so like exactly how you guys would see her on my lives. That's the kind of dog she was. Like, she was so chill and relaxed, and she was like that when we got her. And like, she was just the most amazing. Like, so every one of them, like, I'll like, when I look back at this, I'll remember, oh, I did a live because I wanted to share with people who donated, and I wanted to tell her story. And I'm going to remember, like, I did a live and what the clouds looked like and how the day was, because you just remember those things. I don't know, like when I got my horses, when I got Phoenix, it started pouring down rain on the interstate. When I got Phoenix, I remember getting Norman. I remember the days that I get my rescue horses. I remember the day that Lovey came home, like it was yesterday. I remember the day Little John came. Like, it's so weird because I have a lot of rescues, but I remember very specifically, I remember going to get Puppers, and I just remember I didn't really know what she looked like because it was a picture of a little puppy in a crate way far away. And I just remember that puppy is way too big to be in that little crate, and that place is way too small for the kind of dog she's gonna be. And I remember when I was driving, I was thinking, holy heck, I'm driving 3 hours to go get a dog, and I don't even really know a puppy, and I don't even really know what she looks like because I hadn't seen a close-up picture of her. And when I got there, I remember meeting the lady and like feeling like Puppers was kind of a flipped puppy, I'm guessing. The lady was trying to make money off of her, but like I remember she stood between that lady's legs and barked at me like she was protecting that lady because that lady was her mom, even though she only had Puppers for a couple of weeks and didn't have the means to take care of her, and it was a 1-bedroom apartment, and she had like 2 kids, and she had another kid on the way, and it wasn't a good situation. You could tell. Puppers like stood between her legs and barked at me, and I remember being like, I love you. Like, I want you to do that for me. And now she does that for me. Like, she'll protect me with her life. But I remember thinking, that's exactly what I want. Like, even though her situation wasn't great, she was standing there protecting that lady because that lady was her mom, regardless of how that lady treated her or what kind of environment she had her in. It was still her mom, and she was still going to protect her. And she very quickly fell in love with me. And she hasn't looked back at the one-bedroom apartment within a tiny crate, but I feel like she's thrived with me and with our family, and she's amazing. I wouldn't trade her for the world. She is an excellent dog who knows her job and does her job well, and she's amazing. But yeah, I remember the day. I remember all the days that I bring my dogs home, my animals home. Like, I remember the car rides, and I remember the first feelings of seeing them. Like seeing Holly for the first time and seeing Basie for the puppers. I remember it very, very well. I could tell you exactly what the day was like. Here we go. Good signal here. Oh, yes, I'm driving to go get, I'm not sold on her name. I feel like sometimes dogs will learn a name and they need a new beginning. So her name is Maggie, but that subject, I'm gonna put this up here for now because I'm coming upon kind of a lot of traffic. I feel like sometimes animals need a new beginning, and I'm not gonna keep an old name because that old name is associated with their past. I don't want that for her. This is a new beginning. Her name technically is Maggie, and I think Maggie is an adorable name for a dog. I'd love it, but I don't know if she will be Maggie. And I know a 4-year-old dog can learn a new name. And so we will see what she ends up being. There are 2 names that I've seen her. There's 2 names I think are beautiful. Autumn and Ember. I love those names. Autumn, because it's like autumn right now and the leaves are just starting to change here in Wisconsin and Minnesota. And it's starting to be autumn right now, and I feel like that would fit her. And she looks like an autumn color, but Ember is like that fiery red, and I feel like she looks like an ember, but it also depends on what her personality is and what fits her. Does autumn, does ember, does something else fit her? I don't know, because you guys know me, like, I've tried to name animals and then they end up coming and being something completely different than the name I thought they should be. And maybe she'll just fit Maggie. Maybe I'll meet her and she'll be a Maggie. I don't know. I really don't know. But I would like her to have a different name because I would like her to have a new beginning and away with the past. Like, I don't want her to associate anything with her past. Like, I want to start fresh with her. So that's just my take right now. It's subject to change based off of what it's like when I meet her. But let's see. Yeah, aren't they pretty? I really do like them. And like, so Daisy, our little Basie girl. Basie was Daisy when we got her. So her name was Daisy. And we brought her home, and we had every intention of keeping her name Daisy. And then my son couldn't pronounce his D's. He pronounced all his D's with a B. So he started calling her Basie. And then everyone started calling her Basie, and then she ended up being Daisy. Which her real name was Daisy, but she was Basie. And everyone called her Basie. And it was so funny because we didn't mean to, but that just ended up being her name. And then our Holly girl was Hazel at the rescue. And we didn't like the name Hazel, and it didn't fit her. And it didn't seem like she knew her name that well. But then we thought, well, maybe we should keep it something with an H. And then we started thinking of names with an H, and someone said Holly, and we were like, oh, that's cute, that fits her. And she fit right into her name. And her nickname was Holly Dolly Red Golden Retriever. but I always called her Holly Dolly. Holly Dolly or Golden Red Retriever, Goldie Girl. I called her Goldie Girl. She had so many nicknames, but that's what happens to my pets. They all get nicknames. Everybody does. Look at Rosalina. Maybe Little John doesn't really have a nickname. He's just Little John. Mr. Moosta, or Mr. Moo. That's Moo. He's just Moo, but we call him Mr. Moosta. Who else? Normie. Norman was Nori, but we called him Nori for maybe a year, and then Melody started calling him Norman, and now he's Norman, or Norman D. And Miss Lovey Doll, sassy redhead. Gosh, I can't even. And puppers, I suppose we call puppers just puppers. Bubbas. My husband calls her Bubbas a lot, actually. Or Bubbas. She's such a good dog. Okay. I'm rambling now, but I'm so tired. I'm very thankful, actually. Thank you guys for jumping on this live and helping keep me awake. Because if I talk, at least I'm not sleeping. So, thank you. I'm currently at exit 79. There's the BP. I'm trying to think where I am. Hey, there's a sign for Cracker Barrel. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure where I am right now even. Oh, I'm somewhere by Wisconsin Dells. Because I'm seeing like Wisconsin Dells exits popping up. So I'm somewhere by Wisconsin Dells right now in Wisconsin. My back is hurting, but I'm gonna power through it, guys. I was telling everybody, if you're just jumping on or whatever, I was telling everybody my diverticulitis, my sickness that I have, usually affects my back. So my lower back is not exactly feeling great right now, but it is okay. I will make it. Yeah, Wisconsin Dells is in 8 miles. I think I'm making good time, but I honestly have no idea. I have my GPS on my phone, and I know that I have to be on this road for 117 miles. So I'm just not paying attention to too much more than, well, I got to be on this road for this long. So I'm watching my road, but I don't really need to watch a map or anything, because it's just pretty much just a straight, boring road. I love how animals get names and how we change them and how we give them nicknames. I think it's funny. Stop loss, slow traffic. I'm trying to see what I'm supposed to be doing. We go down to one lane? Do we not? It's like we do. One thing I'm thinking too is like, what's with all the traffic? Well, it's a Friday, so I'm guessing my ride home is going to be frustrating because it's a Friday, so I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people about. And something else I should mention, like, I'm not necessarily nervous about it. I am a little bit. I always get nervous. I'm actually going to an individual's house. I wanted to meet in a public place because I think that's much safer, and because I think this lady is a nut job. I know she's a nut job based off of my communications with her, but she's kind of flaked out on me a couple of times. Let's just put it this way, I will be able to take care of myself just fine. But I would prefer to be in a public place, just for safety's sake. But I'm going to their actual residence to pick up this dog. So we'll see how that goes. I obviously do not prefer to do that, and so my husband will be on the phone with me. I'll have the phone in my pocket along with something else, and then because that just makes things a bit safer. He's on with me, and he can hear the transaction going on, and so he knows what's going on, and he knows the address, the location, everything. Give him that so that he knows exactly where I'm at. But yeah, I don't think, in general, I don't like to do this, but she has multiple children, and she has a zoo of a life, and this dog is thrown into the chaos, and it sounds like a mess, and trying to figure out a public location and a time was like her. I was like, screw it, I'll just come to you, come there. I'm not going to go inside. They can bring the dog out to me. It's going to be a quick transaction. I don't want to spend any amount of time around this individual, so I will be making it very quick. And I'm just going to say, yep, I need to get back. I have a 3-hour drive ahead of me, and hoping it will go well. I may shut off the live and then come back on again. We'll just have to see. I know I'll come back on, and then I think after I get her and get her out and get her away, I'm going to assess the situation. And you guys know, like with Phoenix, when I picked him up, I showed you guys, I did a live and I showed you guys him because we had stopped at a gas station, but then we wanted to get him home. It started raining. We needed to get things taken care of, and so I did a very quick live just to share the progress. I plan to do that with her, but depending on how she is and if she's like stressed or just needs me, I may not do a live. It just depends on how she is. But I will definitely, hopefully, pop on again, because heck, I'm going to be on the road for the next, I don't even know how long is it now. It's 1:30. I'm hoping to be home by 6:30. So I'm going to be on the road for the next 1:30, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 3, 5, this is 5 hours. So for the next 5 hours, I will be on the road. So I'm sure I will pop in, and just depending on how she is on the ride back, maybe we can do a live then. If she's content and comfortable and okay with it. But again, I'm going to gauge that as I meet her and see what she's good with. Oh, look at this. It's so cool, guys. Look at the clouds, and then look at I don't know if you can see it. This is like a drop off on my right side. It's like a big drop off down into a huge valley down there. The water is so cool. This area, this is Wisconsin, Dells, Wisconsin, and if you Google it, it's absolutely beautiful. I love this area. It has a lot of really tall pine trees, a lot of water, and a lot of big rock formations and things. It's a very beautiful. We come here occasionally to vacation with the kids because it is so incredibly beautiful here. This area is really awesome. Wisconsin Dells, if you've never been or you've never heard of it, you should so look it up. The views are incredible. It's such a beautiful area. That said, I'm going to jump off of here. Honestly, I'll be honest, these headphones end up hurting my ears after they're on for a while, and I know if I take the headphones off, it's harder to hear me. So I'm going to take a breather, probably let Mike know that everything is going well, unless he's been on here. Sometimes he watches my lives. So maybe he's on here watching me. If he is, hi, honey. But otherwise, I'm going to check in with him and make sure he knows that I'm doing good and on my way. Thanks, everybody, for jumping on. If you haven't yet, if you go on my posts, you can watch. I have a video that I put out this morning kind of explaining the situation. There is a GoFundMe for her if you want to help out, if you can. If you can't, if you want to share it, just spread the word about her and her story, because she'll need the eye surgery, and we just aim to give her the very best care that we possibly can, and we appreciate everybody who's helped out. So yeah, over and out. Peace. I will be seeing you guys again, I promise, whether that be again on the way there, on the way back, or when we get home. I'm going to keep you guys posted, and that is because so many of you have helped out. This is a journey of a group of people. It's not just me. With these rescues, and when we take donations, it's not just me. It's us. It's we. This takes a group of people to do. And so thank you guys so much. I will talk to you shortly.